Hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Farm Sim 15. Another map review for you today. This is from over FSUK. This is Knaveswell Farm. A nice little British map. There's a shocker, I know. What do we got down there that's just sort of intriguing? Oh, there you go. Anyway, I know, I'm amused by the most foolish things. So this is our spawn point. This is our farm. The farm's actually really nice. I have, of course, had a wander about and had a look at stuff. And, yeah, it's pretty intriguing, pretty believable, really nice. Get some water up here. Hello, girls. Let me by here, will you? And up in the back here. Run. This is, of course, where our chickens live. Oh. You can get some nice places to hide. Well, good on you. So, what else have we got here on the farm? Well, it would appear that our wool pallets collect here as well. Which is a reasonable distance from the woolly crunchies themselves, but we will get to them. So, cross the road. Would appear to be a place for calves, although I don't think that there is anything beyond the stock animals actually on the map. So, before we get too much further into it, there's seeds there. Excellent. Let's have a quick look at our info panel, shall we? Alrighty. Here we go. As you can see, stock and stock, indeed. Wheat, barley, canola, corn, potatoes, sugar beets, all of the things we've grown to know and love here at FS 15, 13, 11, 12. Yeah. We also have, I don't remember loading the lime mod or the calc mod, but there you go. It could be a thing. And so, oh, of course it is. This soil mod's included. Sorry, guys. Every once in a while, my brain just sort of goes, oh, it's that voice again. I'm leaving. So, yeah. And, of course, silage at the baga, which is always nice. They didn't get super crazy at how many places you could sell things at. In fact, the BGA for this guy for some of the other stuff. And, yeah, that's, well, alright. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure I'm not missing anything here as far as an extra file or two. But it would appear that this isn't quite complete. Anyway, we'll carry on here. Ooh, eggs are a 6 cents above par. That's always nice. Here's our first look at the map. It is a smaller map, a single-player type map, for the most part. As you can see, lots of fields with lots of nice shapes, lots of nice rolling contours, and lots of dirt roads with, of course, hedges on either side. You can see we do own a few fields right from the start, a generous amount with, well, at least a couple of the fields we own do have some croppage. We've got a fair chunk of corn and what would appear to be a large plot of barley. Very nice. So, you know now I'm going to look and see if they gave us a corn header, don't you? We do have sheep, chicken, and cows. No more, no less. And, well, all of the usual in this vein. I don't believe there's any missions, nor is there any gold coins, etc. So, we've seen what there is to see there. Let's take a wander through here. Animation map door trigger is required. Voila. For such things as that. Now, it does appear, and if that's so, really cool, and I really do believe it is, that this is set up to come in through here, and just like the old Glen Malure, yes again, that name shall forever reign, you actually get to push your dung out. So, way down there. I don't know how you ever get it out of there again, but that looks like fun. So yeah, apparently you get to do that. And obviously no ginormous oversized shovels. Okay, so that is our actual cow barn. And I looked and I looked and I went, and here's our no? Okay, well it must be, and here's our, and I went, oh, I know you bought cows, man. But it turned out, there they are. They all went for a wander down the road. Now this also has the dirt and terrain texture mod. which is, you can see Bessie's ankles are sinking in the dirt. But, yeah, which is going to make things like these muddy holes, well, muddy holes. So, yeah, we'll just, yeah, this is just rude. Hello. Well, here we go. This, in fact, is where the cows stay. And, well, I would imagine looking at this that milk pickup is a thing. I.e., oops, sorry. You just never know where you're going to get your arm stuck these days. But, yeah, I don't think there's a place to, like, pick up and deliver. I think it's a midnight a-milkin' and away she goes. At least there was nothing in the author's description to indicate other. So here we go. Silage pits, always nice to have. In case one wasn't enough, well, two. Indeed. Again, very typical of the British maps, these particular types of sheddage, which I guess is very typical of the area. So, kudos. Yes, it is our little purple pickup. Across the road, well, let's carry on. We've been here, we've been here. We've got a bit of sheddage down here, and keeping the combine there. To get to the Pito Pupo, you need to, well, come through here and test out the Dirt and Terrain mod. Indeed. And again, if you guys don't like that mod, it is one of the ones. It's simply a zip file, just like the soil mod. If you leave that particular zip out, you just won't play with it. So there you go. Who knew, hey? Alright, let's see what else we've got for all and sundry. Now, the sheep are down a fair peckle. So, and I think we do have, yeah, I think we can go out through here and go visit the sheep before we take the grand tour. I don't suppose you'd give me a never mind. Riding cows is probably not such a great idea anyway. So, here they are. Hello there, woolly crunchies. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so, oh, I see, they're just down from the cows. Excellent. Really, really pretty map. You know, this is, yeah, I could believe, other than, that's kind of a shame, a lot of really low-res bits and pieces here and there, but that's alright. I mean, you know, if you don't look at this too much, that's a pretty decent barbed wire fence. It does lose a bit of appeal if you get close, but we'll be old and blind like I actually am and not notice that. But this, I mean, really well. Good job on the roads. This is a dirt road indeed. A little bit of muddy spots here and there, sure. And this is a nice background too. I don't know if you noticed the backdrop here. Now, of course, I'm down in the deepest hole I can find. You can't see any of it, but yeah, there you go. Things just seem to sort of fade off into the distance, and that's just fine. It's actually really nice, as opposed to some of the ones where you have to be so careful that you don't, you know, double overlap one tree trunk and throw the whole effect off and things. So there we go. So sheep and cows, chickens, all right here on the farm. So that's all nice and easy to get to. Some interesting old buildings that have their place. Alright, let's have a quick look at the gear that comes with it, because, of course, well, there's all that corn. Alright, well, remember to turn withering off, because there is, well, all that corn. I'm really confused at this point as to why more sale points haven't shown up here. But we will figure that out very, very soon. Fueling up point, if we look over here where these other couple of sheds are, we also somewhere, I believe it's just back here. There we go, this should be it. There's our fuel. So, again, really nice roads. But a bit claustrophobic, but you guys know how I am with all the whole hedge thing. Ooh, what a very nice meadows. Very nice. Alright. Yeah, great map for small equipment. And the mod author does say, you know, don't be in a hurry to go throwing lots of money at big gear, because you may find it's not as usable as you think. So, we will. Okay, let's see. Where shall we thrill ourselves? Here we are. Let's go this way. The textures are nice on the trees, the grasses, all of that sort of stuff, the roads and such. It's actually just some of the more little detail-y bits, like some of the buildings and fencing, that's just not that great. But certainly acceptable. Now, down here, I just want to quickly jump into the front of the line, as it were, once again. Okay. I was just curious. We do have wood chips in storage, so... Alright, we have... the station and the BGA. Well, the BGA across the road. But quite a few tip points here from the looks of the rather blurred up bit of a map that's there. Yeah, it would be nice if these were... Well, let me have a look around, because I have been known to miss such simple things as labels and, you know, various things like that. So, no, I don't see anything there. Obviously, we can activate shop menu, so buy our Tracators and such here. And here we can obviously sell said Tracators and such. We have a bank machine. We have a place to sell eggs. I'm going to take a really wild stab and say wool and straw. Okay. And I would think... Alright, well, I'm not going to say grains there, but it is a possibility. So, again, well, yeah, station, wheat. Okay, potatoes and sugar beets. Alright, so somewhere else, somebody buys all the grains. They probably just didn't put the numbers here under the mule. Or mule, or mull, or... Geez, saying that actually cracked my neck. Awesome. Okay, anyway, carrying on across the road, we have the bagaa. And a fine bagaa it is. Yes, indeed. I don't think any of these are actual Hope Says Me's. Oof. Man, dang. An awful big digester for such a tiny little pit. Better hold a lot. Oh, and another one. Wow. Dual grinders. 2 digesters. I guess that makes sense. 1 for each grinder. Wow. They really expect you to keep that pit full. So there you are, folks. Keep your pits full. Good advice right here from the folks at FS15. Keep your pits full. Alright. Let's hop back in our perfect purple pickup and putter off down the boulevard. Now, just to show that this isn't a road out. Yeah. That's entertainment. Okay. I do believe this just sort of... Yeah. There's an invisible wall up here. There you are. So, but again, look through the trees there. You know, you can't get there from here, but it looks like you could. So really well done. That is one of my favorite type backdrops for these maps. That particular sort of... Lots of sky, so maybe it's a little cheaty, but it makes a lot more sense than the ones that try and tower mountains right up to a little peak in the top and such. Alright, so now we've gone there and there. Let's fall down, go boom. Now let's have a look at fuel prices, as we do. Here we have an untendered meadow that would run us $7,400. Wow. That's a darn nice field. Okay, we own that one. The other one's a meadow. So that is one of the problems. A lot of these, I guess they're cheap because, well, I guess either fill those pits or you have a lot of meadows with a lot of cheap grass. And, did they give us a lawnmower? I forgot. Okay, second piece of advice. Fill your pits, buy a lawnmower. There we are. Okay. So, yeah, because there's a lot of meadows here. Unreal. Alright, let's find where we've left our poor truck. There it is. Alright. Of course, we own that cornfield, so I won't be able to get a price off of that. Yeah, we also own that one. Alrighty. Alrighty then. So, let's head down the other way from where we left originally. So, I'm just a little bit curious to see if this is as... Alright, well that's a little closer. In fact, I think I might like that a little bit better. I've noticed on a few of the... Oh, yeah. Just like real life, don't just stop in the middle of the biggest mud bog and start blah, 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 because it's not a good thing. But yeah, I noticed on the some of the maps, they just haven't, that dirt and terrain texture thing, just hasn't been as pronounced as it is on the Gifts of Caucasus map. This one, I think, is pretty much just right. Because the Gifts of Caucasus one is a little extreme. Like, you go from 0, you know, right, no, I mean, from whatever speed you're doing to 0 almost instantaneously. So, this one, it's actually, yeah, you start throwing some mud, you start getting a little slippage, and you start losing a little volume. Alright, if we go down this way, yeah, they did a really good job on that as well. Kudos. Here we are. We have grain storage. As you can see, again, nothing fancy. And these would be a perfect example where a little bit of, you know, a picture or something would help. Because you've got a sort of a low-res yellowish smudge there, a low-res yellowish smudge here. Now, I mean, sure, we can tell that one's going to be barley, one's wheat. Right over here, this one, okay, well, this is a bright yellow, so it's going to be corn. Well, that one actually looks like corn, so there you are. A much better texture. Nice. Nice. Over here, just bring what you have. Alright, we'll do that. We'll bring what we have. And there is... Where the heck's... Oh. Yeah, don't walk another 10 feet there, fella. There we go. There's our canola. Not as dark as it's been some years, but apparently that's just a little too much rain, and we all know what that's like. So, there you go. Grainage. Not to be confused with drainage. Alright. Yeah, we own this field as well. So, let's say not terribly worker-friendly fields. You know, as far as shape and scope. And you're not going to want to be dragging huge vehicles and trailers down here to be doing these things. I mean, for one, you know, this is nicely laid out, but not if you've got a 70-foot trailer on the back of a semi. You know, yeah, good luck tipping those in the right places, especially when it gets into something like this one back here. Yeah, you're probably going to want something that's twice the size of this pickup, maybe, you know? So, yeah. And then, of course, like I said, when you get out there and you realize, okay, well, I can only do a little one, and there's a lot of wheat there. By puppies, there's a lot of wheat there. So, and I guess this is where you can have your lunches and picnics when you're down dumping grain. Alright, now... That's a really tight turn. I don't think in reality you could actually make that, but there you go. Alright, heading up this way we find... That's too bad they didn't put pigs in there. That would have been a good spot for pigs, man. But I don't think it's anything but decoratives. And I do believe this is going to be another quick wall coming up here, so just a few meadows back here, and that's about it. Interesting. Wow, it's funny. My hand is getting a little bit tired. I just took delivery of a new gaming mouse, my last one. My poor old Logitech finally, well, I was telling you guys it was starting to give me a little bit of left clickage issues, so yeah. My new one arrived, and really like it, but it has a steel base and a weight system. And I was so anxious to get a recording up because I didn't want to not get one today. I'm out running around doing things for people all day. Oh, hey. Is this a field we don't... Okay. Now we can get an idea of field pricing. Because this isn't a meadow, is it? That's something else, isn't it? Eee, it's kind of creepy looking. Oh well, we don't own it, so where's this buy me sign? So yeah, I just got this new gaming mouse, but I haven't... I think I'm going to take some of the weights out of it. The steel base seems to be more than enough weight. I mean, it's really nice. I kind of like it. Built by a company called UTech. They've got quite a lot of really neat gear out there. In fact, I think my next keyboard is going to be a UTech as well, a mechanical. But, oh, there we are. Yeah, everybody's finally taking their faces out of their palms and go, I thought the idiot would never turn around. You know? This is the guy that keeps telling us that most people... Okay, 1.3. See, yeah, there's a considerable difference between... you know, a bit of meadow and some actual arable land. Good for them. Again, nicely done. Like everything on this map, it is well thought out for what you're getting. It is terribly, terribly a British map. You know, as I said, I don't think we've had a single... Well, you can even see every single field border, etc., is hedges. Ooh, I like that field up there. Although, except this one. It has a rather nice old rock wall. Very neat. I like that. And a big puddle to get in by this slightly, you know, decaying rock wall. Beautiful. Beautiful. I want this field. How much? Alright. Deal. And that, guys, is pretty much, no, actually, it can't be, though. We have 17,000 wood chips somewhere. And we also have... Okay. Let's take a little walk this way. As I said, I have been around the map earlier, but it didn't occur to me that I didn't notice anywhere for wood chips. This time I actually did look. Like in the menu to see if we had wood chips, and yeah, we've got 17,000 liters of them apparently somewhere. Or it's something that's not easily removed from the records, if you catch me drift. So let's check up here. I can't really see anywhere else it would be. Now, one of the tip points, I'm sure that there's a lot of people playing this already. One of the tip points may well accept wood chips, and it's just not quite as obvious, you know. But there certainly isn't like a power plant type of place to do it or anything like that. This would have been a good spot. Is there any tip points down here? Not really, eh? Okay. And there doesn't seem to be any other sort of unoccupied open areas on the map, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is just kind of dead road me again, so... Around the back here? No. Alrighty. Well, I think then that should probably... One more quick look, make sure there wasn't... No, I didn't think so. Well, if you guys know where the actual wood chip storage or sell point or anything else is, there is no mention of a sell point, so perhaps the storage thing is simply a storage thing. But, as I say, if you do know better, let me know down in the comments. And speaking of which, the map link, of course, will be down below in the comments. Or, well, you know where it'll be, in the description area, whatever you want to call it. So, hope you enjoyed, guys. If you did, please hit the like button. It really helps out this poor old YouTuber. Till next time, folks, this has been Species 7. We've been having a look at Knaveswell Farm from FSUK. Take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now. Now, what button did I put the record thing on this mouse? Is it... Oh, it ain't...